Hi guys, this is Anthony Bowe with the Shop Magazine. I'm at the PRI Show in the Turn 14 booth right now. This interview is brought to you by HP Tuners. Be sure to visit their website, which will be on this video. So keep a lookout and then go visit HP Tuners. Right now I am joined by Josh Schwartz and Bruce Maichle with High Horse Performance. How's it going, guys?
Great.
Good. So what are you guys looking for this week? What are you doing at the PRI show?
For us, we're here marketing our production side for the G3 blocks. We primarily deal with the late model HEMI. We're a performance shop out of Delaware. We do a lot of just all HEMI, Gen 3 HEMI. We're starting the manufacturing in the past couple years. We've gotten into some heavy manufacturing with starting out with our new aluminum block. Mm-hmm. So we're here displaying that block at the show and trying to get some sales.
Right. So tell us a little bit more about High Horse Performance.
We've been in business for just over 15 years. We started as an online retailer back in early '04, actually as a home-based business, and with the luck and support of the distribution companies like Turn 14, we've just been able to grow our company and get larger and larger and grow the shop. And now we do about $6 million in sales annually. Wow. And we have a full performance shop, and now we're like the evolution of most companies. We're now getting into the manufacturing side.
Right.
But we couldn't do it without the help of all of our manufacturers and distribution houses like Turn 14.
Yeah, just to get to know you guys a little more, in your respective roles, what do you do? Bruce?
So I basically handle our technical side and the development of our engine stuff. Okay. I tour all year with Rob Goss's XT75 car, which is a late model Challenger. Cool. So when I'm at the shop and at home, I'm basically development and phone calls.
Sounds fun. What about you?
Besides running the shop, I do the tuning. I manage all the different departments. Do technical sales. So we are 9 people that work very hard, and we all wear different hats in the company. So we're able to do a lot, but everybody has to chip in and do all kinds of different jobs.
Right.
So it's, I think, the only way to really stay as a small business and stay really competitive in the market and stay profitable is really to just properly manage the workforce within the shop.
Right.
And for me, we've been very fortunate that like Bruce and most of my guys have been with me for a very long time. So they've been with us for 12 years, since the beginning. Wow. Since we started the shop side. So it's very hard to get the dedicated employees that stay with you for that long.
Right. Yeah, Josh, if you could talk to me a little bit more about how you started the shop and how you've been able to grow it to what it is today.
Partially luck. We got into the market really early when the Gen 3 HEMI first came out. There was really no aftermarket out there, so we were able to get in at the ground floor right at the beginning, and really just get a good following with the HEMI owners, and they just kept coming back and kept wanting more, and being aligned with the right companies over the years it allowed us to push the development of the Gen 3 platform to the point where, especially for the past 3-4 years, Goss's car that Bruce was speaking about, it's been the fastest of the Gen 3 cars out there for several years now, and it's so far ahead of anybody else. Very few shops have the expertise to be able to carry a car to that level.
So for the first couple of years, we were running blocks. We would break a block every 2 races, which led to us developing, getting involved in getting a block. Cylinder heads, we made billet cylinder heads 4 years ago. When that was a fairly new process, we had them already. We've definitely been ahead of the market for some of the stuff, race-wise. We've been ahead for so long because I raced for a long time, came back into this, and the parts weren't there yet. So now we're really just starting to see it in the last year, where people are starting to buy some race parts that we've developed. And you're seeing more and more people doing the resto mods and the race cars with this. It's a very popular engine. It's just not a lot of people knew about it. It just wasn't out there like an LS per se. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely, I think the market's going to do nothing but increase.
Right. So you guys were telling me about the record-setting vehicle you have Bruce, can you maybe explain a little bit more about that and give us some technical details?
It's a 09 drag pack. It started out as a drag pack Challenger. It's been upgraded to a 25.3 chassis. It's a Pro Charge motor. We set the record at 669 211 last month at Budds Creek, Maryland, during World Cup. We run the MCA Street Outlaw throughout the year.
How important is it for your shop to have something like that?
I think it's important for us for how we portray the shop. We tie ourselves to racing. A lot of our customers come to us for racing. Whether it's for the street performance or the track performance, it allows us to show what we are capable of. And I think for the market as a whole, it's hard to say that you can do something without proving it. And for us, I think it just gives us that proof that we want out there.
Right. So you've been great at starting and building a business. How are you going to keep it going for the next, say, 20 years?
We're still trying to figure that out. Every year the market changes. Every year the manufacturers change up the cars. Every year has a learning curve. It's.
I also think that because there's new cars coming out like Hellcat, Demon. The customer base changes. If you're going to grow, you have to keep pulling customer base in, which we've been very fortunate we have. If you do good work, you sell parts at a reasonable price, you're going to keep building on what you've already started, which we've done well with, which we've been very fortunate.
Yeah, how much do you have to reinvest in your business to keep everybody trained and stay on top of all those changing trends?
It's a learning curve. But it's a learning curve for all of us because, Josh does the tuning. So a new car comes out, you've got to figure out how to tune that computer system. Working on the cars, myself and Tracy at the shop, we were both Chrysler technicians for a long time. The stuff hasn't changed electronically that drastically over the last 10, 12 years, so they haven't gotten ahead of us on that part. I think the fact that we were factory trained has made it a lot easier for us to keep up with it. As far as doing the racing stuff, when you're involved in it, it's constantly evolving, but you're a part of it, so you see the changes, you're able to adapt very easily.
Well, Bruce, Josh, thank you guys so much for joining us here, and hope you have a great rest of the show.
Thank you very much.